What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Morbidthotz video, another serious video for you. This is actually going to be a part 2 of the beginning guide to looping, okay? In the last video, we went over basic, keeping your corners tight, basic pallet loops, and then we also did L&T walls. Well, I thought today we would do a little bit more common structures. One of the most common structures in this game is, in fact, the shack. It's on most of the maps, not every map, but it's on most of the maps, and the way you loop it becomes very, very strong even without that pallet. So you don't really need that. So today we're going to be trying to loop the shack, and I'm showing you how to loop the shack without even dropping that God pallet. And then we'll go over even when you should and should not drop the God pallet. Additionally, we'll be going over some other things, but we'll get to that and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So for now, let's get right into it. Okay, so before we get into shack, there's actually something I want to show you guys and kind of teach you guys. And first and foremost, the thing to remember is that the killer sees in first-person mode, and you see in third-person mode. So the first thing I want to go over with you, and I know everyone wants to learn how to 360, everyone wants to learn how to do all the fancy stuff, but everyone starts somewhere. I started here, very basic stuff, Sui, all the big names out there, they started somewhere, Monto. Okay, so basically, what you're gonna do, this is called a structure juke. Okay, so I hear this Billy, he's coming to me, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead some scratch marks to my location, so that maybe he comes this way, maybe let him see me just a little bit, and I hide my entire character model, okay, but I can still have eyes on him. So as soon as he breaks that plane, I get the hell out of there. Now that's a structure juke. Look at all the time. So now he's messing around a shack where there's no one, none of my teammates, there's no gen to pop, nothing. So that gives my teammate a bunch of time right there. Okay, so structure juking, as you guys can see, pretty simple, pretty easy. It's something you can do with every single structure as long as you can hide your entire character model, and as long as it's something that you can convince the killer to cut you off. It could be jungle gyms, long wall jungle gyms, it could be, the house at Coldwind, it could be anything. Anyway, now we're going to be looping the shack. Okay, the shack without the pallet. Okay, killer shack, don't drop this pallet. A few situations where you want to drop this pallet: if you're on death hook, if there's only 2 generators left, if you're, injured, or you're trying to get someone out of the basement. Those are the only situations you want to do it. Don't drop, especially if you're healthy, because if he hits you, you can just run away. Okay, so in this example, all right, we get to loop the shack the 3 different ways that you can loop the shack. Okay, all utilizing the window. Okay, we are not going to drop. I have 3 gens left and I'm at full health. I'm definitely not dropping this shack pallet. I can guarantee you right now. Okay, now there is 2 gens left, but however, I'm still not going to drop it because I am healthy. I'm going to save that shack pallet. So I wait here, wait for him to come because I know I got this loop. I know how to do it. So I vault the window. Now normally you'd go wait at the other corner, but he doubles back. I come over here. I make sure I get it wide enough so that I could get the fast vault. He then again doubles back. I go wait at this corner, wait for the red light. Go over. I usually stand by this locker, but I kind of messed up. He doubles back again. I expected him to double back. You go, take that wide, and you get the fast vault on that window. Those are all of the 3 different ways that you can loop the shack utilizing the window without even having to drop that shack pallet. We're going to run that back. Don't worry. Okay, so I bring him into, always want to enter, not always, well, at least for me anyway, because you have more time to make a decision and to react and see what he's going to do. So I always enter the opposite side of the shack pallet, right? Okay, so, and then I wait for him. You have a little bit more room for error so you can fast vault that window. When the character, watch when his character gets in, that's when I decide to make the vault. See? He comes in the shack, because I know even if he doubles back, he's not going to get me. So I wrap back around, make it wide, I loop again. He thinks I'm going to hit that pallet. I am not. I'm not going to drop that damn pallet, I guarantee you. So I come back over here. I realize that he's going to double back because I don't see him. I come over, I take this nice and wide, and boom, I got it. Okay, now at this point, he gives up on me. Later on in the match, I do come back and loop him at the shack, and that's another thing. Now I've utilized, I haven't wasted any resources at all. Okay, now here is a dire situation. I was a little relaxed in the last one. I was full health. I wasn't going to drop the shack pallet. Now you can see we got 1 gen left, and now I'm injured. Okay, so now is a crucial time in the game. I have my dead heart available, and I'm going to utilize my flashlight in this too. I'm using all of my resources to kind of confuse the killer. Okay, so watch how I kind of do this. I have enough time to get to the shack, and I'll actually manipulate him into going the way I want him to go. So go ahead and run it, and then watch. So I know he's going to cut me off, so I make a little juke so that he doesn't cut me off. And then I drop this shack pallet. I utilize my flashlight here so he doesn't see what I'm about to do. I slow vault the window. I come and I wait at my corner, just like normal. Wait at my corner, wait for the red light. I'm going to go. Alright, he doubles back. I can see the light right there at the locker. You see how I waited at the locker? I come over here, and now I take it nice and wide. He actually doubles back. He fooled me on that one because I wasn't patient enough. He actually did really well. So I take it wide, utilize my dead hard. See how much wider I did with dead hard? And I actually used that. Now, you don't want to get used to running this with a dead hard. He doubles back all the time, so I fake the window, and I'm already out to the next position, the next loop. So it's learning the killer as well. Okay, so he got me on one, and I got him on one. When you know the killer's going to double back a lot, you can utilize that and use that to your advantage. If he doesn't double back, then that's when or if he doesn't respect pallets, it's really on you to kind of adapt and learn to the killer's playstyle. He doubles back there. I see the red light right there at the locker. Okay, I come back, I take it wide, and I actually do vault it because I do see his red light. He actually gets me there. That was a good double back for him. But I go out, and unfortunately, I have dead hard. This is why people, say dead hard is the S tier, exhaustion perk. Fake the window. He doubles back way too much, and I'm the hell out of there. I mean, that's GG, and that's basically how you want to loop the Killer Shack. Read and react.
Alright, so one more example. I know I've been kind of beating the Killer Shack, but that's because the Killer Shack is very, very important. You want to know how to loop the Killer Shack. It is imperative to do so, and to know not to drop the pallet at any cost. I know I've said this a bunch of times, but it really is this important. And now I'm going to show you, I've showed you an example of the 3 different ways you could do it. If a killer's double back, double this. Now I'm going to show you why it's important to stop and wait at each corner unless you know the killer's coming. So we're going to go ahead and run this clip, and I'm going to kind of walk you through it. So the killer's coming after me. We're going against a wraith here. I go to my normal side where I like to go, to the outside. I wait at the corner. I know he's coming this way. I come back over here. I hang out here. I see that he vaults the window. Okay, I come back through. Look at me waiting at every single... Okay, now I know he's coming through this way. I'm going to go over here. Wait at the corner. Look at that. I mean, now he can't do anything. He's trying to mind game me. I'm going to come over here. I'm actually going to go ahead and vault that. He goes around. Usually they follow you through the window, which he did now. Then you just go back around and do the same thing. Okay, I don't know what he does for a second there. Then he comes back. Look at how he can't do anything because I'm just waiting for his red light. I'm just waiting for him to do something. So if you continue to counter him like this, or any killer like this, you are going to defeat him no matter what. You're going to end up wasting his time. So just wait at all your corners. It is imperative. I missed the fast vault. It is what it is. Let's get on.
Okay, so right here what we have is a jungle gym. Okay, now jungle gym is called a jungle gym because there's one window and one pallet. Okay, you have one of each resource. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to kite the killer to the outside. See the corner that I'm standing at? That's the pallet is just off the screen to the left. So you want to kite him around the pallet. You want him to be where you are. Okay, so then you're going to go and you're going to bring him along the side. Okay, you're going to bring him. You want him to kite him there, so kind of wait there. You have enough time. So go ahead and run it. I'm going to try to bring him outside. He tries to cut me off with the pallet. It's not going to work. I'm actually going to hit this window. He's going to follow me. He's going to actually vault it. I actually get hung up there. So watch what I do to get that distance back. Boom, I faked the pallet. He respected the shit out of that pallet. I come over here. I got the window one more time. I see that he's trying to go around. And then, he ends up leaving me because the gen popped. And, so run that back one more time. So you're going to want to kite him outside. Outside where that locker is, right outside the pallet. You're going to hit this window every single time. Okay? And if he doubles back, I'll show you later. I lose the distance. I fake the pallet. You could do that literally at any pallet. And killers most of the time will respect it or just go around. And then he ends up leaving me. But see, I used no resources. I didn't take a hit. And it's all gravy train from there. Okay, this is going to be our last example. I think you guys pretty much get the gist. You can kind of practice it. All you really need to see is it be ran once or twice, and then you guys can kind of work on it on your own. Okay, so I'm going to need you guys to ignore the head-ons and the stuff that me and Steve are trying to do, because there's just one thing that I'm trying to show you. If the killer tries to get you to run it the way that you're not really comfortable with running it, what I'm going to show you here is when you have to come into the structure to the inside from the pallet side, how to restart. Okay, so I'm going to try to head on the button, but I actually missed. So irrelevant. So I'm running it the same exact way I told you. Now he's actually going to go around to the outside. So I'm going to come over here, right? And I'm going to make him chase me. He's going to go around the outside again. Now watch what I do. I cut in and I make a hard right so that I could get that fast vault, and here we are again. You could just keep doing that depending on what he does. If he ended up, like, he's going to come around, we're going to hit him with a head-on, but that's pretty much irrelevant. Okay, so once again, okay, you're going to want him to go around the outside locker there. You're going to hit the window. You're going to come back around, and you can actually come back in and hit that window. I don't have footage of me actually doing that because I kind of do it like this all the time, but you could do that as well. Hit that fast vault. Just recenter yourself. I mean, It's all day long. It's all day long, and you won't see me drop a pallet almost ever. So,
alright guys, that's going to do it for the video today. Again, I apologize for my voice being the way that it is. I have gotten sick. I have been sick, but that ain't going to stop me from working hard. Anyway, thank you guys so much for the support for part 1 of this video. I hope that part 2 gets the same amount of attention, and it helps you guys the same amount, because that's really what it's for. It ain't for me. I already know how to do all this stuff, you know, so, you know, I just want you guys to have as much help as you can, because I know it was beneficial to me to have Red Ranks giving me advice. I had the privilege of having a whole team of Red Ranks teach me what to do. Anyway, let me know in the comment section, please, what you guys want for part 3. If you guys want me to continue doing the common structures, there's not many left. Long wall jungle gyms, you know, double wall jungle gyms, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But then there's also specific loops that are specific to maps. You know, maybe Haddonfield in the basement, maybe, you know, Macmillan with the window, one of the variations with the window, the cow tree. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. If you guys want a video dedicated to, you know, dead area, so meaning like 360s, you know, meaning like basic jukes, maybe even like little, I call crevice jukes, you know, where you like crouch, maybe even a little window techie, but just stuff like that, whatever helps you guys out, flashlight saving, anything like that, maybe situational stuff, how to get, you know, go against a face camper or whatever the hell like that. Just let me know, drop a comment, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I love y'all.